Welcome to Assignment Overview 2.02, Circumference and Area of a Circle. The question on your exit ticket may look like this. What is the exact and approximate circumference of a circle whose diameter is 2 1/3? Use 3.14 for pi when finding the approximate circumference. Round your final answer to the nearest hundredths. Enter your answer in the box as just the number. So here we're going to use 2.1 or 2 1/3, or we can turn it into a fraction by multiplying 2 times 3 and adding 1. We would get 7/3. C equals pi d. C equals pi times 2/3, or circumference equals pi, the diameter, 7/3. Now we can go ahead and multiply. The proper way to answer this would be C equals 7/3 pi as our exact answer, or we can go ahead and say C equals 7/3 times 3.14. That's going to give us our approximate answer. Could say this. Lucian is standing on the circle in the center of a soccer field during a game. He is 10 yards from the center of the circle. Enter your answer in the boxes. What is the distance around the circle in terms of pi? Or what is the distance around the circle using 3.14? So here I'm going to go ahead and set it up because it tells me that out of the way. It tells me that Lucian is in the center of the soccer field and 10 yards from the center. So that tells me that the radius is 10. So I'm going to use this formula right here. I'm going to say circumference is equal to 10 times pi times 2. Or here would be circumference is equal to 2 times pi, and my radius is 10. To get the exact answer, I would say 10 times 2. Remember that multiplication is associative, so I can move these around in any way that I want to. 10 times 2 is 20. Therefore, the exact answer is circumference is 20 pi. To get the approximate answer, I would use C is approximately, set it up this way, how we have it pictured, 2 times 3.14 times 10. Because 10 is my radius and 2 times 10 is my diameter. On your next question, it says, when T is on the outer edge of a carousel with a radius of 4.6 feet. So, enter the answer in the box. How far does she travel in one spin of the carousel in terms of pi? How far does she travel in one spin of the carousel in terms of 3.14 for pi. Here we're going to round your answer to the nearest tenths. It's important to pay attention to the fact that the radius is 4.6. So we're going to use the formula C is equal to 2 times pi times 4.6. You're going to see pi and diameter interchanged a lot. So the exact answer for the circumference in terms of pi is going to be 4.6 times 2, which is 9.2 pi. Remember, circumference equals diameter times pi. That's our exact answer. Now, to find the approximate answer, you're going to say circumference is approximately 2 times 3.14 times 4.6. Let's look at the next question. Keisha swims 18 feet from one side of her circular pool to the other, swimming straight through the center. She swims one time around the entire edge of the swimming pool. Enter your answer in the box. Read this very carefully. So let's look at what it's saying here, because this is very important. Keisha swims 18 feet from one side of her circular pool to the other. So that is telling me that the diameter is 18 feet. So I have diameter, let's do this as diameter equals 18 feet. Now it goes on to say that she then swims one time around the entire edge. Well, that right there is the circumference. So it's very important to know that to find this answer, we're going to have to add the diameter plus the circumference. We're going to find out how many feet in terms of pi, and we're also going to find out approximately how many feet. So since we know the diameter, we just need to find the circumference. Using our formula, circumference equals pi d, we could say circumference equals pi times 18, substituting 18 for the diameter. That means that I can also substitute 18 for the diameter up here, and I would have 18 plus 18 pi. That would mean, it erased it on me. That would mean 18 plus 18 pi is my exact answer in terms of pi, because 18 times pi is a variable with a constant, or 18 is my coefficient. I cannot add these two terms together. Now, when I want the approximate answer of 3.14, I can do that. So we're going to find circumference in the same way, and then we're going to say 18 plus 18 times 3.14, and that's going to be her approximate answer around the pool. I'm going to go ahead and fix this because I made it too small. There we go. Times 3.14. As always, if you have any questions on your assignments, your grades, your lesson, any at all, send me a text or an email. If you need help with your assignment, go ahead and take a snip of the work that you have or a picture that you've done on paper, and I can look at it and see where you have some confusion. Thank you for watching.